sweet souls, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing something new. We are going to be trying a week ahead psychic prediction, which I just thought it sounded kind of fun, so we'll see how it goes. If you are new to pick a card readings, what you're going to do is just select whichever pile calls out to you, and that is going to be the pile with your messages. These are collective readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. This is pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I can hold up the crystals for you guys really quick. That helps you decide. This is citrine. Very happy, bubbly type of crystal. I'm not sure what kind of crystal this one is. Pile number 3. I can't remember this one, but I know that it's really good for communication with your angels. So for those of you who like to work with your angelic guides, this one wanted to be, this was my unique group, wanted to be 3 crystals. So these ones. And then pile number 5, this is a lava stone. Okay, I will see you guys in your pile. Bye. Hey, pile 1, welcome to your reading. Okay, so let's just jump right in and let's see what the week ahead has for you. Page of Emotions, beautiful. You guys are gonna have a really good week. Straight up, you guys are going to have a really good week. This is a very playful, energetic energy. I'm sensing a lot of like natural highs of time with friends and family. Your heart is just going to be feeling very full. Some of you may like go hiking or spend time out in nature. And if that's not something that you do regularly, I'm getting a sign that that is something that could definitely benefit you this week. Let's see what other energies surround you guys. Pile number 1 this coming week. Wow, come on. I only take the jumpers. There we go. Okay. I regard all altars with respect. You're going to be finding a sense of balance and inner peace. Finding a way to follow your own guidance. Overall, I just get a feeling of just general well-being. Again, there's something about being out in nature, or spending time in water, like maybe going to a swimming pool or something like that, or taking a really long bath. That's another thing that could be beneficial for you. For those of you who practice worship, this could be a week that it would be particularly beneficial for you to do that. All right, let's see. Let's ask Spirit, Universe, what should pile 1 focus on to get the most out of this coming week? Okay. We have, interesting. We have Page of Cups twice, 1 in reverse and 1 upright. So this is an understanding that the actions you take should bring joy to your inner sense of being. Start focusing on bringing joy to yourself rather than trying to balance making sure that everyone else around you feels happy. Because I see everyone else around you, they see your joy and it emanates this natural glow and that attracts other people to you. And you're going to be feeling very generous of spirit, just very happy, very joyful, very playful, and that's going to naturally draw people in. That is going to make people feel more comfortable around you than being hyper focused on making sure that you're not stepping on anyone's toes or like going above and beyond for anyone else right now. There's a need to focus on yourself, and self-respect as well is coming in. What else can pile 1 focus on? Yeah, under my umbrella. So see how upright he's holding this umbrella to just kind of protect his friend here? We got this in reverse. So again, that's just a confirmation of what was coming through earlier. I was talking about you can find and experience joy in life without constantly having to try to take care of everyone else. There's a need to find your own inner balance and your own inner joy, and then that inner joy is going to naturally just kind of seep out of you and influence the people in your life in a positive way, even if it is indirectly. Okay, let's see. So, let's see if I can get, I don't think this is gonna fit. That's okay. Maybe I'm OCD, I don't know. I just like to have everything like, you know? All right, so let's look at what to avoid this week. Things for pile 1 to avoid this week. This is interesting. You guys got 10 of Cups. Again, avoid people pleasing. Avoid, and actually over focusing on family time. This could be, I mean, like, obviously spend time with family and with your loved ones if that's something that brings you joy, especially if that's something that fills up your heart. But it keeps coming back to avoid trying to be this perfect family member, this perfect friend that makes everyone else happy. That's what you need to avoid this coming week. And if you do that, this week is going to be so much fun and your spirit is just going to feel so light. I love it. Okay, let's look at relationships. Pile number 1, the week ahead. What do they need to know? What's going on with relationships this coming week? This could be the one. Already in reverse. Let's get a confirmation card here. Express your love in reverse. Wow. Okay, so this is just a repeating message. Again, this is just the exact same thing. If you focus on yourself, some of you are fearful that if you focus on yourself and on making sure that your own cup is full, that it's going to repel other people and repel your person, right? Because relationships could be romantic, family, friends. You know, it doesn't always have to just be your significant other, but I'm especially getting your significant other is going to, they might feel a little bit lonely. Like, make sure they don't feel cast out in the cold. So for example, say that spending time with yourself and just having some alone time, going on a hike on your own, something like that, anything with alone time that doesn't involve including your significant other, which is perfectly normal and healthy. It's totally okay. Just make sure that you are communicating with your partner why you're doing that, so that you don't give them the impression that you're just blowing them off, you know. And it doesn't have to be this big conversation. You can just be like, you know, like, hey babe, I really feel like I haven't had a ton of time to myself. I'm gonna recenter and go for a hike today. You know, just make sure you communicate with them. But other than that, you might, this might be a little bit of a week of solitude for some of you. Let's see. You're gonna be feeling so good. I'm not getting the most romantic vibes. Definitely not getting the most romantic vibes. Again, it's a time to focus on yourself instead of other people this coming week, and it's going to be really rejuvenating. Okay, let's look at what's going on with career the week ahead. The crumbling in reverse. Yeah, so your business isn't going to fall apart if you set aside some time for yourself. If you go out, get connected with nature, if you ground yourself. A lot of you are carrying a lot of pressure to keep everything going, and you feel like if you're not always giving 110% and you're not always 100% engaged at work, that everything around you is going to crumble. This is just kind of a nice little heads up that everything is going to be okay. Like, I don't see anything big, nothing big career-wise is going to happen. It's really important for you guys to spend some time in nature this coming week. That's a message that keeps coming through really strongly. Okay, let's do any final messages. Let's see. Just kind of choose whatever decks that I use intuitively. Let's do this one. Any final messages? I haven't used this deck in a while. Final messages for pile number 1 the week ahead. Please be heard, please be honored. Wanted to come out. Pile number 1. 8 of Pentacles. This is not a week to focus on giving to other people. This is a week to focus on yourself. If there's a skill that you want to learn, that you want to master, the energies of this coming week are going to be really ideal for that. I see the universal energies really supporting that for this group, for this pile. Because the 8 of Pentacles talks about work, and also he's alone, like he's just focusing on doing his own thing, man. Yeah, focusing on doing his own thing. Okay. Also avoid conflict at all costs. That's something that's coming through as well. So I'm not really getting huge hits for this, but if any drama happens to pop up, it's not your responsibility to solve it. It's not your shit. If someone else is going through something, I mean, yeah, you can be there to support them, but actually, honestly, don't stress about being there to support them. I know that sounds weird and counterintuitive, but there's a need for this person. If drama pops up, there's a need for this person, particularly if it's family, to figure out how to problem solve on their own. They're pretty used to relying on you. You are a pretty big pillar in their life and at work as well, keeping things balanced. Every problem is not yours to solve, and you have a very generous, lighthearted soul that's dying to feel lighthearted again, but that's impossible when you are carrying everyone else's burdens. So let it go. They're not your burdens to carry. Just avoid drama. Focus on yourself. Reconnect with yourself. Get out in nature. And make sure you're communicating with your loved ones, particularly your significant other, if you're going to be taking that alone time. Yeah, I see you feeling like refreshed and light and ready to like go back to work at the end of the week kind of thing. This is definitely a rejuvenation pile. Okay, pile number 1. I'm not seeing anything else for you guys. Thanks so much for letting me read for you today. If my vibes vibe with your vibes, then go ahead and subscribe. And if you liked this video, please press that like button down below. I am sending you all of the love and light. We'll see you next time. Bye. Hey pile 2, welcome to your pile. Let's jump right in and let's see what is in store for you in this week ahead. 7 of Cups. Okay, very specific message for a very small percentage of you. So I always say this, if it doesn't resonate, don't force it. Some of you are going to be getting a pet this week. Just be mindful, like don't make any impulsive decisions. Okay, rest of you, there is going to be an important decision for you to make in this coming week. And you have a lot of a lot of choices, a lot of opportunities in front of you. Let's get some more cards on pile 2. What energies surround them this week? How are you being called to step up and lead? There's a decision that you don't want to make that you're gonna need to make this week. Awakening. Yeah. So, okay, something that's helping you when you're looking ahead at, a lot of you don't want to look ahead and see how this choice is going to affect your future. For some reason, there's something really intimidating about that. And next week, the energy of the universe is really ideal for you to take a look at all of your options, look at all of them, like give each one the same amount of time and consideration in order to weigh out all of the pros and cons. And that's the only way that you're going to get out of this kind of daydreamy energy that's been keeping you stuck. Let's see. What can they focus on? What can pile 2 focus on to get the most out of this coming week? Prosperity lies ahead. Beautiful. Okay, so that kind of plays into this where whatever you choose, it will end up being the right choice, as long as it's not an impulsive decision, as long as you actually look at your options. And something that helps as well, because sometimes it's easy to get lost in overthinking in these kinds of situations. Something that can help is to listen to your body, listen to the emotional response. When you consider, imagine, take all of your choices, look at them, and then pick one, and imagine what it would feel like to really embody the consequences of making this decision. And some of the consequences may be unknown, right? That might be part of what has you stalling, because it's just it's scary to jump into something where you're not 100% sure of the outcome. But listen to the possibilities. What if, for those overthinkers out there, what if everything goes right? Sit with that. Remember that. Consider that. What if your choice ends up being excellent? The consequences end up bringing you prosperity. Long-term prosperity too, I'm seeing. It's very grounded. It's not fleeting. For a lot of you, you've been postponing this decision because it will have life-changing consequences. And a lot of you too, change is uncomfortable. There's a new start ahead that is waiting for you, and you're kind of blowing it off because it's just not, it doesn't always feel the best. It doesn't feel ideal to jump into the foreign and into the unknown. But this is saying next week you're going to have to face it. You're going to have to make a decision. There might be some clouded thinking around it. Let's see what to focus on to get the most out of this week. Okay. Signifies happiness and popularity. Yeah, so focus on optimistic outcomes. Focus on optimistic outcomes. There's a need to really, if you're super worried about the consequences of making this decision, there's a need to really sit with it and look at it. Be brave, sit with it, look at it for all that it is. The sun talks about enlightenment. It talks about seeing everything from every possible angle. That's going to help ease your anxiety, and it's going to help put you more in tune with your intuition and with your emotions as well. Let's see what you guys can avoid this coming week. All right, what should pile 2 avoid? Ooh. There's a need to get out of your daydreaming and avoid making any new choices. So see her as trying to select between all of these different fish. She needs to pick one, and she doesn't really know. Some of, like, okay, this fish is this shark. This one has a little victory wreath in it, on it. This one actually, it looks like one, but it's actually 2 fish, right? She's not 100% sure, and she can't be 100% sure in this decision. But you're only gonna slow yourself down if you try and solve this by providing more possibilities. There's a need to start narrowing down possibilities. So avoid getting too lost in your daydreams as well. You need to ground this energy, make it practical. Literally sit down and write out a pros and cons list if you can, if that's something that can help you. At least try it. There's a need, this all is emotional. It's all in your emotions, and it's all in your head right now, and you need to make it real somehow. That's going to be what helps you make your decision the most. Also, when you're making this choice, there's a need to drop the fear of the past repeating itself. So be logical, right? Especially say you're making a choice about a relationship, about whether or not to get back with an ex. If that is the choice you're making, I will tell you right here and right now, your spirit, your soul already knows that it is not the right thing to do. Do not get re-involved with this person, even if it's not an ex, someone from your past. That might be what some of you are kind of struggling with. It won't be for everyone, but for a few of you. And you already know this. You already know this in your heart, but you're all caught up in your head about it, and you're thinking like, well, what if this? What if that? But for the rest of you, a lot of your fear is sourcing from you're focusing on failures and disappointments of the past instead of focusing on the opportunities of your future. The fact, so that's something for you to focus on as well. Focus on prosperity being in your future, happiness being in your future, and that's also going to help you make your decisions and just kind of get you through the week in a way that feels better. Okay, let's look at what's going on in relationships for pile number 2. Relationships, pile number 2. The Emperor reversed. 5 of Cups reversed. Yeah, stop focusing on disappointment. You can allow yourself to feel your feelings, to validate your feelings. Of course, your disappointment is there for a reason. That pain is there for a reason. It's showing you something. So actually sit and listen to it and say, what are you trying to show me? What does this mean? And then let it go. This is not a major arcana card. The 5 of Cups talks about disappointment. This is not a major arcana card, which means this isn't something that's a super long-lasting energy. It's not supposed to be, but we got it in reverse, which is saying you keep reliving disappointments. because that's what you're focusing on instead of focusing on opportunities. So see how this figure is looking at these 3 cups that have spilled over, literally turning their back on these 2 completely filled and actually balanced opportunities right here. So you actually have an abundance of options that could work out well for you. As far as relationships, any choices that need to be made in relationships. If some of you in this pile, if you've gotten into a recent debate or a recent fight, a recent kind of falling out with your partner, there's a need to stop focusing on it. But also get out of denial, with your emotions. So allow yourself to feel through whatever you need to feel through, because until that happens, you're going to keep reliving it, because that's your body and your soul's way of saying, look at me, see me, validate my experience. I need to be seen. I need to be validated. You're the only person who can do that for yourself. Of course, therapy can be a useful outlet for that as well. And then after you do that, then you can let it go and then you can move forward. So the Emperor reversed. Sometimes I can talk about a tyrant. Be mindful not to be overly controlling, and also be mindful to be accountable within your relationships this coming week. Step up and be accountable for how you contribute to the energy of your relationships. Okay. Oh my word, this doesn't want to shuffle. Let's look at career. Also, though, I don't see anything super disappointing happening within your relationships. There's some form of like a controlling factor either on your end or theirs, and this can be romantic, family, friends. There's someone who's trying to control the outcome for fear of disappointment. Ooh. 9 of Wands, yeah. So don't give up. The 9 of Wands talks about perseverance. You know, he has this bandage wrapped around his head. He's been through some crap, but he's not focused on his wounds, right? He's focused on defending what he has created for himself. So that is something as well that can help you move forward, where you might be on a little bit of the defensive side, but that's okay, because you need to be this coming week. You need to be mindful of other people trying to make this choice and this decision for you, particularly within the workplace. I'm seeing that there could be like an altercation between, like a disagreement or something between you and kind of like a female figure within your work life. So this could be boss, coworker. For a lot of you, it's a boss. You have a lot of different ways to kind of approach a problem. A lot of you are just overwhelmed with options. Definitely seeing that. So stop giving yourself more options. Stay sitting with what you have and focus on what you have instead of focusing on maybe even what you've lost. But 9 of Wands, yeah, don't give up and hold your ground. Hold your ground. So especially toward the end of the week, for most of you, this could be any time during the week, but for a lot of you, toward the end of the week, there's going to be some kind of sharp, kind of cold energy that's going to want to come your way. Stand your ground. stand your ground. Don't give up on your point of view. Stay firm. Stay firm. Let's see if we can get any final messages for pile number 2, week ahead. Ooh. Be careful not saying that you guys would do this, but just be careful not to come across as a tyrant or as super controlling in your relationships. And just trust that goodness lies ahead. If you keep focusing on disappointment, that's going to be what you keep manifesting for yourself in your future. So this could be a big opportunity for change for you guys in this coming week, where yeah, you can still keep your guard up to an extent, right? Hold firm on your boundaries that you've created for yourself. That's healthy. There's a need to do that, but don't always expect the worst, I guess, is what's coming through. So any final messages for pile number 2? Final messages, pile number 2, week ahead. Ooh. Ace of Sides. So this is a very spicy card upright. If you avoid the temptation to get into an argument, like, again, hold your ground, because I do see some form of a conflict, some form of just like friction I'm getting. Hold your ground, but they're going to try and bait you to come to their level. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's the final message for you. Don't indulge in any negative emotions that you have this coming week. That's kind of the overall message that I'm seeing for my pile number 2s. And trust. Prosperity lies ahead. We have the sun. The sun comes into a reading and it lines everything up. But this also can talk about certain people kind of pissing you off. So the fact that it kind of came up next to the 9 of Wands, and then we have this like kind of spicy salsa right here. Don't step to the side. Don't let people walk all over you, but there's a middle ground you can take. You don't have to just bend over and let people walk over you like a doormat, and you don't have to indulge in drama and in the spiciness. Try and keep the emotion out of it, if you will, and keep your anger under control. That's more so end of the week, though, that I'm getting. So beginning of the week, there's a decision that's going to be needed to be made. You may have to defend towards the middle end of the week. You may have to defend other people, the choice that you made, and just believe and trust that whatever you choose, as long as it wasn't an impulsive, you didn't even think about it, you're just like, screw it, I pick this one choice, you're going to pick the right one. You're going to make the right choice for you, because you know yourself and you know what's best for you. And even if people come across as well-intentioned, or they may be well-intentioned, they don't know what's best for you. So stand strong and don't indulge in any, if someone tries to like vex you or like get under your skin, if they do, don't let them see it. Don't let them see it. That's coming through super loud and clear. Yeah. But ultimately, end of next week, you're going to be feeling really good. Aside from this little altercation, whatever that is, you're going to be feeling really good. And also you're going to be really proud of yourself for having made a decision. So, okay, pile number 2. I'm not seeing anything else for you guys. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. If my vibes vibe with your vibes, then subscribe. And if you liked this video, press that like button down below. I am sending you all of the love and light. We will see you guys next time. Blessed be. Hey pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you selected this crystal, this pile, then these messages are for you. Let's jump right in and see kind of the overall theme for the week ahead. Queen of Voices in reverse. So some of you, I see a lot of like overthinking and clouded thinking. So there's going to be something that you guys are not seeing clearly, and Spirit wants to tell you now in advance, just in case you don't make any rash decisions or rash judgment calls, that you're not seeing the entire situation for what it is. Okay, what else? What other energies around 3 this week? Justice. 7 of Pentacles. There's something at work. Oh yeah, okay. So there is someone around you is keeping a secret, and I can't tell whether or not it's going to be revealed or not. Let me see. Someone around you is being sneaky. You're not seeing the whole truth because you have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Those two cards talk about kind of clouded thinking. Someone may even be gaslighting you, but it's more innocent than that, just because that's really horrible. And it's just someone's being sneaky. Like, you're not seeing something for what it is, and you will eventually. And it's gonna make you kind of question what relationships you've invested in, whether that be friends, family, work, romance. Are you guys gonna be able to see what? Holy crap, you guys got 7 of Swords reversed. 7 of Swords twice. Someone is not being honest with you. And the Tower reversed next to Justice. Okay, so whatever you guys are thinking about right now, if you're thinking about something right now, maybe it's like worry about a third party situation or gossip in the workplace, whatever it is you're thinking about, that is what this revolves around. You are going to find out the truth, and it's not going to be totally devastating. It's going to hurt, and it's going to impact you kind of for the long term, but it's going to bring the scales into balance. It's going to right any wrongs, or any wrongs will be righted. Is that a word? Yeah, this is interesting. Some of you, a secret is going to be revealed. Others of you, this is Spirit coming through and telling you, like, you know what this is. You know what you've been curious about, what you haven't been seeing clearly. And it's more innocent than you think, but it's still shitty. It's still crappy, whatever this is. You will get justice though, and you do have your spiritual team looking out for you. So yeah, so for some of you, they're not gonna come forth, like nothing's gonna be revealed. You're still gonna be kind of left in the dark, but this is a confirmation that you don't know the whole story. So be careful with any judgment calls. And also, it doesn't necessarily always have to, sneaky doesn't always have to be a bad thing. It's usually, deception is never ideal, but there's something that you guys aren't seeing that's gonna be happening next week. You'll most likely find out more so towards the end of the week, but don't make any rash judgment calls. And then others of you, there's going to be a secret that's coming to light. Let's see. Woo. Yeah. You're going to be forced to make a decision because of whatever is brought to light. And for those of you who see all these clouds, there's so many clouds. This is all talk about clouded thinking. You need to find a way to make sure before you decide to let go of anything, particularly if it's a relationship. Like, I see you being of two minds about it. You need to make sure it's a fair decision to yourself and to the other person, or just to the situation in general. But you gotta get perspective. You need a bird's eye view. You need to get out of this clouded thinking somehow. Which is going to involve you either meditating or something to calm your emotions, something to, for some people, like going for a walk to clear your head. You have to do something to clear your head before you make any decisions. And even then, it's still going to be hard for you to make a decision. And that's okay. A decision doesn't need to be made next week, right? This is all short-term energy. This is just the week ahead. This is just kind of talking about the overall energy that you are going to be dealing with. Let's see what to focus on to get the most out of this week. Slowing down. Yeah, don't rush into anything. Don't rush into anything. Actually, I'm going to put this here. There's no need to. Don't make any decisions until you have the full story. Don't make any decisions until you have the full story, I'm getting. And rest assured that, like, most of you already know what this is, and deep down, your suspicions are being confirmed right here. There's still more to it than what you're seeing, but there's a need to trust that whatever it is, like, it's gonna heal, it's gonna be okay. And even if you never end up seeing the full story, the universe has your back. Your angels, your spirit guides have your back. You're protected from any like gossip, ill will, anything like that. Like, your spirit, your energetic body is being very heavily protected. For those of you who work with Archangel Michael, he's coming through really strongly right now. He wants you to know, like, you're safe. Everything's okay. Sometimes it can be scary and anxiety ridden, right? When you can't really see what's going on and you feel rushed to make a decision. The need to make a decision, the need to feel like rushed to make a decision, most likely is just an illusion. Yeah, take your time, look at what you've invested into this situation, and ultimately it's up to you. Like, you will know whether or not you have fairly, like, what's the saying, you reap what you sow. So you will know. Also, for those of you who have been sneaky, just a heads up, the truth is going to come out. Justice also talks about truth. So the truth is going to be revealed. Again, it's not going to be earth-shattering, but the tower is still here. So it's not going to be the world's most pleasant thing. And you're kind of going to be of two minds about it. So there's a need to, like, make sure that you stop and really consider everything. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. Don't make any rash, impulsive decisions. Let's see. Let's look at what to avoid this week. For a lot of you, this is very relationship heavy focused, or there's some, but overall, there's some situation. This is talking about a situation, which can be anyone or anything. What should pile 3 avoid this coming week? Don't let your past hold you back. A fiery climax approaches. Yeah, there's going to be a truth revealed, and it's not going to be the most pleasant, but this is a climax, so it's not going to get any worse. Okay? It's not going to get any worse. So once it feels like it can't get any worse, it's not going to, and things are going to slowly start to calm down. You're not going to want to. Everything inside you is going to be like, no, I don't want to meditate. I don't want to sit and contemplate on this. I want to just feel and act on my impulses. But this is just a warning coming through. Ultimately, you know, tarot isn't in charge of your life. You're in charge of your life. So ultimately you get to decide what to do. But at the same time, this is just coming through and letting you know the emotions will pass, and it is best for you to make this decision after things have cooled down. Let's look at relationships specifically. What's going on with relationships for pile number 3 this week ahead? Wow, I knew it. I knew this was gonna come up. Wow. Okay, I'm in tune, you guys. Okay, evil queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Most of you already know what this is. You already know what this is talking about. Some of you are gonna maybe get into a bit of a fight with a female authority figure, or like a mom, or a sister, someone who is supposed to be kind to you. They're supposed to be, and you are close to them. You are close to them. I'm getting a lot of like passive aggressiveness, and it's best not to try and fight it, because again, you're not the one with the bird's eye view. It's funny because we have birds here and then birds here. You're not going to be able to get a bird's eye view. Even if this secret is revealed, you're not going to be able to get perspective next week. That's just too fast. Humans need more time. Emotions need more time, which is why they don't want you, the universe doesn't want you to make any choices until you are able to come from a clear, calm mind and you have achieved a bird's eye view. Evil Queen, I'm gonna read from the book for you for this. Okay. Someone in your life is mistreating you. You just keep trying to see the good in them, but they just keep disappointing you again and again. Truth is, some people don't deserve second chances. As difficult as it may be, this is your sign that you need to cut them loose. Unfollow them and block their number. It's time to move on. Do whatever it takes to find some inner peace, for it is just as precious as gold. Yeah, all of the cards are definitely like validating and confirming each other. Let's see. Let's look at career. Career, finances, week ahead for pile number 3. Ooh, Queen of Swords again. I can't tell if this came out reverse or not. No, it came up outright. So the Queen of Swords traditionally talks about a woman who's very cold, very brilliant, very witty, very smart. There's a need to be careful not to invest too heavily in believing whatever this evil queen is saying, because yeah, bottom of the deck we have the moon. This is all about illusions. This is all about fears. This is all about not being able to see the whole thing. And you're not going to be able to. You're not going to, again, even if the secret is revealed, you're not going to get all of the answers next week. Although, you're going to start to get perspective, and you are going to start to achieve that more clear-headedness by the end of the week, because the Queen of Swords does talk about that. She does talk about finding truth, valuing truth. She is, it's going to require cutting away from intense emotions, or really emotions in general. There's a need to really look at this, whatever this is, from an emotionless standpoint as much as possible, which is way freaking easier said than done, man. But yeah, don't, okay, for those, if you have your doubts about something, your spidey senses are kind of like, I don't know. Don't trust it. Not yet. Not until you have the full story, because I'm telling you, you're not right now. You're not getting the full story. So don't invest in it. And don't invest in your past as well. It's very oddly specific and kind of a weird message, but that's coming through really strongly. Don't invest in your past. For those of you that message is meant for, it'll make sense. Don't force it if it doesn't. It's not a message for you if it doesn't make sense, but if that makes sense, that message is for you. Yeah, just try to manage your emotions through this coming week. Understand you will eventually, the truth always comes out, and you are going to get the truth. Stand up for yourself, and understand that you are protected. Your spiritual team is protecting you as well. Listen to your intuition, trust your intuition, and eventually you are going to be able to move past this and let go of whatever this is. I'm sorry, pile 3. This was not the most fun week ahead for you guys, but at least you will be getting to the root cause, like the truth of the situation. And if this is talking about workplace gossip, understand that you deserve better and do not buy into what they are saying. Do not buy into what they are saying, because it's catty bullshit. And that's not me. That's not me saying that. That's literally the cards. So, I mean, obviously I'm biased because I'm totally on your side. But I morally, ethically, and just like physically cannot lie. And nor would I ever even want to. These are messages that I'm just channeling through for you. So if I say it, it's coming straight from spirit to you, and I'm not going to tell you that you're great if that message doesn't come through, right? I'm not going to just pump you up with empty optimism and like toxic positivity. No, we're not about that. I keep it real with you guys. So let me know at the end of the week. Come back and comment down below. Did this resonate? What was this talking about? We can start a chat in the comments. Thank you guys so much for letting me read for you today. If my vibes vibe with your vibes, then go ahead and subscribe. And if you liked this video, press that like button down below. I am sending you all of the love and light. You guys, good luck this coming week. You're gonna be okay. And I'll see you next time. Blessed be. Hello, sweet souls who selected pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. We are going to go ahead and jump right in and look at the week ahead for you guys. Right off the bat, I'm getting very strongly that you guys have a very busy, very, very busy week. There's going to be a need to make sure that you are prioritizing needs over wants. Strength in reverse, yeah. So you may feel overwhelmed this coming week. The trick, oddly enough, is in understanding that you chose to take on everything that is on your plate, which means that you can handle it. So Spirit just wants to call attention to that. I want to see, let's see what's going on within your relationships this coming week. For some reason that wants to come through really strongly. Let your friends help you. Okay. One more, please. Relationships for pile number 4, week ahead. Ooh. Okay, so some of you are going to need to lean on a support system. It may be more so your friends than your loved one, but it's like you don't want to put the burdens onto your loved one. for those of you who have partners. And this is saying like your relationship can take it, it can handle it. Your person wants to be there for you. Okay, sorry about that, guys. There was a knock at the door. But essentially what this is saying, as far as relationships go, for those of you who have partners, this can be an opportunity that you can offer your partner to really showcase their support and their love for you, and that will make you feel really cherished and really valued. Let's look at what other energies are going to surround you this week. What other energies are going to surround pile 4 this week? Oops. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so the birds, to me, this card talks about feeling like a need for freedom. And this is just saying there's going to be a need to make peace with the fact that you will eventually get out from under all of these burdens. It's just not going to be next week. There might be a little bit of unfortunate news that you get. I'm getting it towards the end of next week. Also, be careful with your spending. Be really frugal with your money this coming week. 2 of Cups. Yeah, okay, see, look, so this 2 of Cups talks about relationships, soulmates, mostly romance. So for those of you who are single, this is a really good opportunity for you to date and be optimistic. Go into it. I'm seeing good things. Some of you are going to go out on some really fun dates next week, but there's just a need to approach it with an open heart and an open mind, and allow yourself to receive. That's what it is. Whew. Yeah, that's big. You need to allow yourself to receive support and allow yourself to be hopeful for your relationship as well. Trust and have faith that your relationship can make it through anything. This one wanted to come out. Generosity. Okay. Allow your partner the opportunity to be generous with you. Allow your support system to be generous with you, because normally you are very generous with them. And it's all about the laws of nature that involve balance, okay? 2s can represent balance as well. So just be assured everything's gonna be okay next week. You might be a little overwhelmed, just a little busy, but for some reason there's a need to really focus on your relationship with your partner. For those of you who have one, and really solidify your bond, but do it by receiving their generosity. I'm kidding. Let's take a look at career. Career for pile number 4. Week ahead. Career, finances. Woo, there's too many. The cast iron. So you're not going to be reaping the benefits of your investments, like the work that you've put in. You're not going to be seeing immediate results. You're not going to be seeing those results this week. But trust that the part that you plays a very important role within the bigger picture. So just be mindful of that moving into this week. And understand that you don't have to carry the burdens all on your own. You just don't. There's so many people around you that want to help you. Also, if you're feeling overwhelmed, this is talking about approaching things in bite-sized pieces. So bite-sized pieces, don't pile it up into one massive mountain of things that you have to do. Some of you make to-do lists that are way too long for you to finish in one day, and then you beat yourself up for not being able to finish it. And I see you having the opportunity to just kind of reflect on that and to be gentle with yourself and to be like, you know what? The world is not going to collapse if I don't finish every single one of these tasks. Yes, you're going to feel a little overwhelmed, a little busy, but you don't have to carry that burden all on your own. And that can be as simple as just like calling up a family member to vent, right? Support looks different to everyone. Let's see if we can get what to avoid. Pile 4, what should they avoid this coming week? There we go. Self-judgment. Stop being so hard on yourself. Avoid being so hard on yourself. You can be very intense. You can be very perfectionist. Yeah, avoid being so hard on yourself and just avoid the perfectionism. Avoid perfectionism. Be gentle with yourself. Okay, any other final messages for pile number 4? Ooh. Yeah, there might be a roadblock that you hit this coming week, the next few days, but you don't have to let it overwhelm you. You'll be reminded of your own inner strength. You can accomplish anything that you set your mind to. Truly, that's what strength is here to say. You have all the skills to do so. You have mastered the skill set. Luck is on your side. Gorgeous. Okay, so that's the final message for you guys. Pile number 4, luck is on your side. So something lucky is going to happen next week. This is kind of making me think of like Cupid's arrow. So I feel like some of you are going to have a really lucky date. You're going to feel really lucky to have your person. This is a time to, even though you're going to be busy, get out of your head and allow yourself to receive love from those who love you. So this isn't just let your friends help you. This is let your people help you. Ask for and accept support from others because they want to be generous with you. You know how good it feels to be able to help someone out and to be able to be there for them and to be able to give them that sense of security and that sense of love. Gift that feeling to your loved ones, to the people that you care about by allowing yourself to choose to receive their generosity that you so frequently give. Overall, though, I don't see anything like huge and life-changing. This is just the week ahead. Rely on your support system. Something lucky is going to happen. And by the end of the week, you are going to start to feel slightly less burdened. And it is because you're going to open your heart to give other people a chance to support you, which is really beautiful. Okay, pile 4, I'm not seeing anything else for you guys. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. If my vibes vibe with your vibes, then please subscribe. And if you liked this video, press that like button down below. Sending you all of the love and light. Blessed be. Hey, pile 5, welcome to your reading. Let's jump right in and find out what is in the week ahead for you guys. So you guys got 2 cards. You are the only pile that got 2 cards. Okay, you guys are going to be taking a closer look at your relationships. You're either going to be investing more in them from a sense of groundedness and from a sense of reciprocity, or you're going to be kind of isolating yourself so that you can truly look at whether or not you are reaping the rewards that you really should from a relationship, whether that be friends, family, otherwise. I see you guys kind of wanting to distance yourself from your family this coming week, just kind of doing your own thing. And you're going to reconnect with a passion that you really like as well. Let's see if we can get some more cards. Look at what overall energies surround you this week. Let's get another one. Okay, another one doesn't want to come out. Boundaries. Wow. Okay. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So that's going to be something that's going to be a question that you are asking yourself, especially with family, but with relationships in general. Do you see all these hands around her? She's reclaiming her power over her own life. And she's recognizing how much time and energy she has invested and given to other people. And she's just reflecting and it's like she's coming back home to herself. And yeah, for a lot of you, this is going to be a little bit of a keep to yourself week. You're not going to want to be around too many people, if anyone at all. By the way, sorry if you hear my puppers in the background. Okay. You know what? Actually, I want to use this deck instead. Okay. What energies surround pile 5 this week? Ooh. I follow my inner guidance in reverse. Yeah, you just feel like you haven't gotten enough alone time. You've been giving a lot to other people and you need to just, it's like it's hard to think straight. Because so many people are just kind of clamoring for your attention. So that might be something as well that's going to be happening this coming week. A lot of different people are really going to want to spend time with you, to get your attention. And the thing is don't do it unless you're feeling up to it. Draw those boundaries. Boundaries are healthy, man. And we all just want healthy relationships at the end of the day, right? So listen to your own inner guidance. You, at the end of the day, know what's right. But do it from a sense of understanding that what's best for everyone is you taking care of yourself first. Let's see what you guys can focus on to get the most out of this coming week. What can you focus on to get the most out of this week? This is a lot, but we'll run with it. The steeped one. Yeah, T. Taking time out to spend time with yourself. Let's see here. The split. Okay, and the cast iron. Another pile got this as well. You guys may have been drawn to that one. Yeah, you guys feel, so we have 2 10s here. 2 10s here. So you just, the split. So this is traditionally talking about the 10 of Swords, and this one is talking about the 10 of Wands. This is pain, defeat, the ending of something, and this is feeling 100% overwhelmed and just being done, being fed up. So those could be energies that you guys experience, but really recognize that you're coming to the end of any difficulties that you've been struggling with, especially within your interpersonal relationships. That's coming to an end. But focus on kind of splitting yourself away from that. Because right now, I'm just noticing how this is all just tied up and wrapped up together. And it's like, no, you can separate yourself. You should focus on splitting yourself away from the groups. Avoid large groups, okay? And recognize as well, if you put yourself in the limelight too much and you draw a lot of attention to yourself, you're going to get so much attention that you're going to get burnt out. I'm just getting this feeling of this having sat out in the sun on a cast iron all freaking day. It's like you can't escape the heat. When in reality, you can. But it feels like you can't. Let's get some cards on relationships. What's going on in relationships for pile number 5 this week? See if we can get any specific messages. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Yeah. Do not hang out with anyone unless it brings you joy. Do not feel obligated or pressured into hanging out with anyone. Some of you, it's funny because wands talk about passion. So some of you can actually transmute all of this like frustration and transmute it into passion with your partner, or into a passion project. It's all creative energy that comes from your sacral chakra. So it's the energy is kind of neutral. It's up to you what you decide to do with it. But if you feel like you kind of want to separate yourself from the rest of the world, including your partner, then you may want to focus on distracting yourself with a passion project, rediscover. Oh, didn't that come up earlier? Something about rediscovering a hobby or something? Yeah, so that could be a message for you. So finding passion either within a project that's like allows you to separate yourself from people and kind of have your own little world, or so like allowing yourself to find joy within your own time that you spend with yourself. Or I see you choosing to kind of go into a happy bubble with your partner. Doing something romantic with your partner, I see this coming week. Let's look at career, finances. What's going on with career and finances this coming week? Pile 5. Ooh, that was fast. Wow, another 10. Interesting. If any of you have been working on something, oh my gosh, and there's 10 of air in reverse on the back of the deck. Wow. Okay, so you got the 10 of Swords twice. Although this is a much more lighthearted 10 of Swords. Traditionally, the 10 of Swords is like, it's the traditional imagery of it is a man that's laying practically dead and he has like 10 swords sticking out of his back. Very painful, right? But you guys got this in reverse. You guys got 4 10s. Okay, so there's definitely going to be something that you guys are finishing this coming week, that you're wrapping up. And I am seeing, so as far as, it's funny that we asked about career and finances and we get the 10 of Earth, the 10 of Pentacles, because Pentacles represent finances. So financial security, finding magic in the little things in life. Yeah, this is also a reminder. So this is a very happy family life. The 10 of Pentacles can talk about a legacy. So this is a sign that, do you want your legacy that you pass on to be known for living a passionless life, where all you do is work and just feel overwhelmed and you're just going from difficult situation to difficult situation? And also some of that you could be taking on other people's problems, but is that the legacy that you want for yourself? Just question thrown out there for my pile 5s. And this is also a reminder, if you decide to kind of segregate yourself from your family and from your loved ones, it's okay. This is just a week, right? This is short-term energy. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's perfectly okay. And if anything, it will actually aid and assist in bumping up the happiness within your family life later on, because you want to be able to maintain your own independence within any relationship. And the more that you enrich your own inner world and your own separate individual life, the more that you have to bring back to the tribe to, offer them something of value. And also the more that they have to rely on themselves, learn how to rely on themselves if they've been over relying on you, which is something that I'm sensing may have been going on with my lovely pile fives. But there's definitely going to be a change, a fairly significant ending of something, which is for the best. Like, it's weird, even though we have the 10 of Swords twice, you guys got like the happy 10 of Swords. It's literally, what is this? Oh my gosh, why am I blinking on this? A banana sundae? A sundae? Wow. It's fine, I'm not tired. And then you got the 10 of Swords reversed. So whatever is completing itself, it's not going to be a painful ending at all. And if anything, actually, you could feel like a lot of burdens are finally taken off of your shoulders by this ending this coming week. Any other final messages? Ooh, these cards just kind of fell down. The Devil reverse and Ace of Pentacles reverse. Okay, so when this thing ends, don't jump right into a brand new beginning. Allow yourself time, like don't overwork yourself. Allow yourself time to really kind of sit and marinate in, like take pause and marinate in the fact of what you have accomplished and what has finished, and just kind of just give it a second, right? Don't like take a breath. Don't just jump straight into the next thing. Enjoy the view, I guess is kind of what I'm getting from that. And then the Devil reversed next to the 10 of Air, the 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is just confirmation for me. Like, you're not gonna have to deal with any super painful endings. If anything, a lot of you are liberated from something that has not been serving you. And it would not have, if it were to have continued, whatever it is, it would not have been brought you back anything fruitful or anything good, so to speak. So don't jump into any new beginnings. Set aside time to look at where you're investing your energies and look at how day to day that will pile up into year to year, and how that way of living is going to be what your family sees from you and what they will most likely emulate. So, just look at that, take a look at that, and make time for yourself. Do not make yourself hang out with anyone or spend time with anyone that you do not want to. This is all about bringing things to completion, that it's time for them to complete. It's time. You have 4 10s. 4 10s. Oh my gosh. 10s are the number of completion, of the ending of a cycle. So this could talk about a really massive, like one really massive ending. I'm not getting like a breakup or anything like that, although sometimes the 10 of Swords can talk about a breakup. So come back and, comment down below. Let me know. Let us all know what this is talking about. I'm not really seeing a breakup though. I'm not getting those vibes super hard, because I'm not getting that this is going to be the most painful ending. I'm getting more of like a sense of like, relief. I can finally see clearly now and breathe clearly. Because you know how your thoughts kind of get clouded, and when your brain is just tired because you're overwhelmed and you're burnt out? You guys are going to be coming to the end of that this coming week. And so if it's not one really big thing that's ending, again, for your best benefit, then it's going to be a lot, like at least 4 different areas of your life, especially because we have the Four of Wands here. 4 different things in your life that will be coming to a successful completion. So don't jump into any new projects. Even if you have the energy for it, don't allow yourself to kind of sit and simmer within your passions and your joy, and allow yourself to really just watch the sunrise. Actually, that is something that you guys could do next week that would benefit you greatly, is to have at least just one day, every day if you can, but one day, actually 3 days out of next week or this coming week, same, would be ideal for you to watch the sunrise. That'd be really wholesome and beneficial for your soul, I'm seeing. And wow, yeah, this is like a very fulfilling sense of like, oh, I'm done. I made it. And also, of course, reflect on where you need to establish better boundaries. This is also another reason why Spirit is coming through and saying, don't just jump into a brand new project. You don't have to. The devil can talk about feeling trapped in something, and that's why this is all making me feel like there's going to be liberation, but you're not stuck in this continuous cycle of project to project to project, or thing to thing to thing, or even person to person to person, right? That's not who you really are, is what I'm seeing here. So you just need to give yourself time to see that, and time to breathe, and time to just reap the rewards, man. Like, you earned this. You finished something really great, or you will be finishing something really great this coming week. So, okay, pile number 5. I'm not seeing anything else for you guys. Oh, you know what? This actually is calling out to me too. You guys got the lava stone, and this is just like, it's cool and hardened. So it's like the volcanoes are finally calming down, like they're no longer erupting. Everything's just kind of quieting and coming to a close. So that makes sense too. And with passion as well, with focusing on your passion projects. Like dip your toe in it kind of thing. Not just add on, replace all of these responsibilities with a bunch of new ones. Okay, I'm not seeing anything else, you guys. Pile number 5. I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you liked this reading. Let me know. If you liked it, then, press that like button. And if my vibes vibe with your vibes, then subscribe. Thank you so much for letting me read for you guys today. I am sending you all of the love and light. I hope you have the best week, and I'll see you next time. Blessed be.